Greetings and salutations, everybody. This is your primary host, Gabi, also chief editor, executive officer, lord of editing. I'm sick, so I'm not up to snuff today. Been sick for, a good solid week, but, it's just the way it goes when you get old. You can't get over stuff. I'm about to cough. I'm trying to suppress it. This episode, we discuss several board games, actually, because I Frankensteined it together. We discuss Vegas Showdown, Soda Jerk, and then I stitch in Nemesis, Retaliation, and Distilled from previous podcasts that our discussion of the games was okay, but the rest of it just kind of wasn't great. So, yeah, I just stitched it in here, thus Frankenstein this episode. He's the doctor, not the monster, which doesn't make sense. The monster should be Frankenstein, but I digress. Also, join our Discord. Join our movie ladder club. It's fun. There's a movie that gets recommended, and then when it's your turn, you recommend a movie that in some way relates to the previous recommendation in some shape, form, idea, actor, whatever. It's fun. It's a good time, and we like to have fun here. So the episode will end. You'll hear Ben say, "Thank you for listening to the Board Game Snobs," or something or other like that. And then the music plays, and then the other two were the Nemesis, Retaliation, and Distilled clips are after that. Stay tuned is what I'm saying. Stay tuned. Don't tune out, or do. I don't really matter. You can do whatever. It's a free country. Just download the episodes. That's all I ask. God, I'm sick.
Welcome to the Board Game Snobs podcast. Critically harsh reviews with a touch of class.
And go.
And welcome to another episode of the Board Game Snobs podcast. This episode 300 at something and something.
No, we got 400 episodes in, haven't we?
Closing in on so technically, yes, we're at like 417, but those were included Mandalorian pods and pod solos and all these randos. As far as the podcast proper, as of me, you talking about board games, we are at 3 something something. We're closing in on 400 episodes. We've been doing this thing for nigh on 9 years.
September
17th, I believe, is the date
2017.
Maybe it is September.
Yeah.
So it's September 2017.
Yeah. Shout out to old Dick Simpson. Him and Luke, they hit 600 episodes. Thank you, Sade, for the intro.
You're welcome. Anytime. My pleasure.
Yeah. So we got to do something special for our 400th episode. If there's anything people would like for us to do, maybe a call-in episode or something. Whoops.
You disappeared.
What happened?
Oh, there you go. A
call-in episode?
Yeah. We'll definitely we do those usually once a year around, I would say around Memorial Day. That's when we typically
remember it.
I say typically have done it as in like that's when we did it last year.
Pretty fire.
But this Memorial Day, I will be available. I will have just gotten home from our cruise.
You are. You're going on a cruise. Where exactly are you? Sade, are you going on a cruise?
I am not.
No, she's not.
Wow.
She has her heart set on New York City.
New York City?
Not New York City. New York.
That's right.
That's different.
That's right.
What part of New York? What address are you moving to?
Upstate. Poughkeepsie.
I knew it. Everybody moves Poughkeepsie or some other weird area of New York.
I don't know what Poughkeepsie.
I'm going to Buffalo.
I would live in Buffalo.
Hudson Valley,
That's
really.
cold.
Anywhere in Hudson Valley.
Hudson Valley is awesome. I went there for vacation once.
They make good rye whiskey
They
there.
make excellent rye whiskey. I went to the Hudson Valley distillery with my good friend Bubba.
September 21st,
and we drank
2017.
a bunch of rye whiskey at the Hudson Valley distillery.
Would you say too much?
No.
Or just the right amount?
Bubba was with me.
He kept you in check.
Bubba keeps
Somebody's
me in
got to
check.
keep you in check. Bubba keeps everybody in check.
All in check.
I recorded an episode.
Who keeps
about
Bubba in
Feel free to
check?
check it out.
Bubba don't need to be
Bubba
checked.
keeps
He
himself
checks
in check.
himself lest he wrecks himself.
Thus, check yourself. Thus, you wreck yourself. Rex and Effects was my 1990. That's got to be 6. No, that's 94, 95, around there. Probably 93, 94. Rex and Effects was my roller skate rink jam.
I wish I knew how to roller skate.
I can teach you.
I can't.
Sade is
No, I
advanced.
taught someone who did not know what they were doing. Like, they could not roller skate. And now they know the basics because I taught them.
Sade is an
I
advanced
don't
skater.
think that I can. I know you're an advanced skater.
But I could teach you.
But I don't think I can.
You say that.
I really don't think that. No, I don't think you understand. Not only is my balance that bad,
Bad coordination?
is coordination. It's something to do with my feet. My one leg's longer than the other. Left, right, brain
Oh, you're
thing.
special.
Tisms. I got multiple tisms. I am literally I'm not sure I could do it. I've tried to ice skate. I tried to roller skate.
Ice skating's
ice
hard.
Skating is hard.
I bought my daughter a skateboard and rollerblades and did all that to try to encourage her because I didn't want her to be like me. And I don't think I've ever seen that skateboard again. It's gone. Oh, no,
Skateboarding is tough. Ice skating is tough. Anything you got to have strong, thick ankles.
My daughter
Not cankles,
is
but
really
like
into
ankles.
hockey, and she likes this guy named Coleman from the Calgary Flames. I've watched my first hockey game, and the fact, because one of my favorite little dexterity games back in the day that I begged my dad to get this for me. I remember being 8 years old. One of those plastic little hockey games where you have the little characters and you twist the knobs on the
Kind of
side.
like foosball.
It's kind of like foosball, but it was an at-home thing. I think we got it from Montgomery Ward.
Mm-hmm.
We had that.
Right.
Me and him played
Very
that.
southern of you. Very southern.
Played that till it was just insane how much we played that. I loved that game. I never could watch a game of hockey because it was too fast back in the day. You couldn't watch it on television.
Furious.
I love playing the video game, the NES games of hockey. Anyways, I watched my first real hockey game. Those dudes are violent.
Have you seen many fake hockey games before?
They fight.
Okay, this is what amuses me about hockey.
And I'm going to a hockey game in Dallas in April to see the Calgary Flames play
I don't
the
remember
Dallas
being
Stars.
invited.
I didn't invite you. It's a father-daughter trip.
Why not?
Because it's a father-daughter. You're not my daughter.
Kaya's like my daughter.
She doesn't
From
even.
another
She
father.
doesn't even. Yeah,
So the thing I like about
It's
hockey
cold.
is the refs literally stand back and let you box.
They have rules to it. I didn't
What are
understand.
they? I don't know.
If Kaya was here, she could tell us.
This is interesting. We have listeners, Tyler from Chicago and many others that are in the Midwest that enjoy hockey tremendously. I know not one thing about hockey other than at one time there was a guy named Wah that people made fun of because his name looked like Roy. I think it was a comedian's joke.
Gretzky, Wayne Gretzky.
Gretzky was the great one. Is that what they called him?
I remember there was a guy named
Mario?
Marano from the Dallas Stars, I think.
Yeah.
Marino, Dan.
That's
Miami Dolphins.
There's Mario Lemieux.
Ooh.
Who's that?
Lemaire.
I'll look it up while you keep
Lemaire.
rules.
That's the song that plays at the end of Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. Anyways, my daughter likes some guy with last name of Coleman who plays for the Calgary Flames. Either way, I do like the fact that they like to duke it out. And that's just allowed, strangely enough.
Mario Lemieux, I was correct. Canadian former ice hockey player. He is now 60 years old.
Those Canadians are mean, man.
He played with the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Which is weird because all the Canadians I know in real life are really nice people.
When I moved to Dallas in the year 2000, the Stars were hot.
Also, can I ask a stupid question?
Go ahead.
Are there girl hockey players?
No.
Interesting.
Not in
My
the
daughter
NHL.
shall be the first.
I'm rooting for you, Kaya.
Ask if there's girl football players.
No.
That's different.
But here's the
Ask
thing.
if there's girl baseball players. Now, when you say players, are you talking about in all of humanity or in these professional sports?
I was saying female, a hockey team.
So there should be like a
NHL?
NHL.
And the Hall.
Because there's basketball.
There is a WNBA. There is not a W anything else.
You cannot convince me that there isn't on football, the NFL, that there isn't some women kickers out there that could kick a football.
I'm sure they have tremendous thigh strength.
Then why are they not Bengals? Pick them up. I mean, that would be a great thing for I don't know. I don't get it. I'm pro that, by the way. I'm a feminist.
Oh, look at you. Look at you.
Hashtag. But on Conan O'Brien, they used to do this thing back in 1999 because we all thought that year 2000 the world was going to end. And they would do this little scene. They'd turn off all the lights in the studio, and Conan O'Brien and his co-star, Andy, they'd go, "In the year 2000." And then they would say something that they thought was going to happen in the year 2000. And it was always a joke. And of course, none of these things happened.
Okay,
we
so no,
thought
I don't
for
remember.
a moment that in the year 2000 we were all going to die.
Okay.
No one did.
So
No
y'all
one-
thought that was going to be the end of the world,
We
right?
did.
So I thought that for
Y2K. The
2012.
news did. CNN did.
Yeah,
Oh,
2012.
you mean the news
Yes.
media overhyped something that never existed?
Like the Maya calendar ended.
I believe in science.
I don't believe in news. So I'm just speaking of, let's hang on to the one female listener I know we do have. And Lindsay, I apologize it's taken this long. She sent us her
And Denver.
Wrapped, her Spotify. I don't think Denver's. She still follows us on Instagram, but I think she's moved. Okay, so anyway, Lindsay sent us her Spotify.
We're not
Wrapped.
very pictorial.
We're Lindsay's number one podcast still.
Lindsay's?
Lindsay of Lizzie and Eric. Now, is that correct that I connect her to Lindsay of Lindsay and Eric, even though Lindsay emailed us first? So it should just be Lindsay. But I know Lindsay because we played her and her husband. They came to BGG, and her and her husband are very near and dear to us.
Do you?
And they moved to the Pacific Northwest.
When?
You didn't know?
Here recently?
No, it's been like a couple of years at this point.
Oh, I knew then they moved.
Yeah,
I knew they moved and they were all out in the middle of nowhere.
they're in the
And
Pacific
Eric
Northwest.
was standing naked out by a bonfire.
That was here. That was
Okay.
in St. Missouri.
Oh, of course.
I think he's now naked in the Pacific Northwest.
As one does.
He loves to be naked.
It's freeing.
It is very freeing, but you got to watch yourself. Gotta
Unless
check
you
yourself.
wreck
before you wreck
yourself.
yourself.
Needless to say, then there's some couples that you just think of as a couple.
Oh, every couple.
So why is
Every
it wrong?
couple you know. I didn't say it was wrong, but Lindsay is entity in and of to herself. There are some people like when you think people say Gabi and Gina.
Yeah, because that's your wife.
That's my wife.
Or G&G.
My wife.
G&G. But see, because,
Or J&J.
because
Jerry and Jennifer.
I've
Shout out to the love of my life. 20 years. Hang in there, baby.
Jerry, this isn't you.
Here's my thing is I hang out with you.
She doesn't listen to podcasts. She doesn't even know I have a podcast.
Right. So compared to the time I've spent with your wife, I've spent 99% of the time with you. No, 99.9% of the time with you. Like 0.1% I've been around you and your wife.
But at the same time, me and my
I
wife
know
are
that you're
one.
I know that you're married, and that's about the extent of it.
Wow. But all my choices are influenced by my wife, as they should be.
Well, that's what. So on the podcast with Bubba that you still haven't listened to yet.
I haven't. I don't listen to our
I know
podcast.
that you. I told him. I said, me and Jerry could have a lot more time to record together, but he's always hauling his kids around.
I love my children. You know what I was thinking the other day? The people that I love the most. If you would have told me, if I could go back 14 years
Always got his kids.
and say, Jerry,
Jerry, let's come over. I got to take Jack over here.
you're going to have these kids and they're going to be like your favorite thing. I'd go, no, because my experience was not that kids were the favorite thing. Kids were just a thing that were ignored.
They got in the way of podcasts.
But like my kids are like, absolutely, I would take my kids everywhere and do everything with my kids. Even the stuff that they want to do that I have no interest in, I would go and do it.
But here's the thing. Now that Kaya and Jack, and I told Bubba this, I said, now that they've gotten older, like I'm more interested in them.
Well, like I'm taking Kaya. She's the one that I had to buy tickets to. I paid a lot of money for these Calgary Flame tickets. I know,
She would pay for them,
but
with
at the
your
same
money.
time, it's like I don't want to go do a hockey game. I have no interest in the hockey game. But Kay goes, "I want to go to a hockey game." I'm like, "Yeah, we are going to a hockey game." I'm
That'd be
super
fun.
excited.
Well, I'm gonna go too. I'm gonna sit right beside you. I may sit between.
I want to see a fight. I want to be involved in a fight.
Me and Bubba were talking about we want to go to an F1.
Ooh, with Brad Pitt,
However,
the pit stop.
We're not egregiously rich.
F1 is incredibly boring to watch
It's incredibly expensive.
unless you're into it.
Yes.
It's first off, do not purchase F1 on Steam, the video game, and try to play that mess if you have no idea how to manage F1s. And two, there is I think it's a documentary that you need to watch, Senna.
Called F1.
Senna. It's a documentary.
I saw that with Michael B. Jordan.
No, you're not listening to a word that I'm saying.
It's a good movie.
A documentary. That's not the
They're
Brad Pitt show.
vampires.
Called Senna.
Saw that.
Not the laxative, which hashtag all nurses. That has to do with Senna, who was a F1 racer.
He was in Hunger Games as well.
I don't like when you make fun of or jokes about the things for which I'm speaking on.
You don't.
I don't. What?
Nor do you get the references.
I hate
Oh, sorry. Let me.
when you are the things you choose to be.
Let me reference this meme.
Hey, what happened to my coffee?
Let me reference.
Go get my coffee.
Here's something I'm going to do.
Do you want to go to a hockey game? Get my coffee.
Also, a small glass.
Smaller the glass, because coffee needs to be in a little bit glass.
Not for your coffee, for my bourbon over here. So,
Come on now.
a game that we played some time back now,
Tell you what, my kids
Vegas
sometimes.
Showdown. Do you remember playing Vegas Showdown?
I did not
Jerry?
like Vegas Showdown as much as I thought I would.
You know what's crazy is I know you said that, and it kind of hurt my heart because I kind of liked it.
Oh, you did?
I did.
I found it old and crusty.
Well, the thing that's
I
old
find
and
you
crusty
old
about
and
it,
crusty.
that's fine. I am old and crusty. In a couple of years, I'll be 50 years old.
I'm not.
Dan Hughes is fixed to be 50 years old.
Shout out to Dan.
For
We need
being
to have
old.
we need to have him on the podcast before he dies.
But we played Vegas Showdown.
That's really
trying
sad
to
if he
view it on-
dies soon.
Oh,
And I would have
like
said
in a
that.
freakish accent.
I hope that he doesn't die soon.
I hope you didn't Final Destination.
I hope I didn't find destination because I don't want to be the godfather of Evan. Actually, no, I would be the godfather of Evan. Evan's a fine boy
Designer Henry
who's
Stern.
a man now.
Daniel Stern just got, this is several weeks old now. Daniel Stern of Home Alone fame. He broke into his Macaulay's house with Joe Pesci, right? You know who Daniel Stern is?
Yes, he's that weird hair
Right,
guy.
yeah.
Yeah. I really like him.
He was trying to find himself a lady of the night.
No,
Yeah.
no,
And
no.
he got bested.
First off, let me just say this right now. Imagine that you're a woman.
I'm doing it right now.
I'm Daniel Stern. I was in Home Alone, not just Home Alone, but Home Alone 2. That right there, that's enough for a woman to be interested in somebody, right?
Publisher Avalon Hill Renegade Games Studios Wizards of the Coast.
Are we moving on?
Vegas Showdown.
Oh, Daniel Stern, the guy. Oh, sorry, Paige. Did you pick up the mic from me? Did you watch Home Alone?
Of course I did.
Did you watch Home Alone 2?
Yep.
The one with Donald Trump or the one that was edited out? I need to know because they re-aired it.
They edited it?
Yeah, they edited him out.
No, the one with Donald Trump. I remember that.
Oh,
that scene.
that's
the
okay.
Trump.
He's
or
there.
Not the,
He cameoed.
yeah, the plaza, yeah.
He cameoed. Number one is, or the McAllisters, the mom, is she not the worst mom ever? She's bad.
She had like 20
Forgot
kids.
about it.
She's
Sorry,
awful.
have you forgotten how to use a microphone? Hold it up to your mouth.
Sorry,
please.
me and Tina are both talking.
Do you know
Jeez.
how mad I would be at my children if I had left them home alone and they did not pick up the phone and call 911 or somebody?
Okay, Jerry, look, you're trying to be practical in a movie
Yeah, 'cause it's
environment.
like-
If they were practical, there'd be no movie.
Yeah.
So
Saying,
you're being
that kid's
facetious
very
right now.
that kid is very mysterious.
That's just like how nowadays, literally all of the old movies would be done away with a cell phone. Would have fixed everything.
which I have a great idea for a movie regarding that.
I got left on the bus one time.
The killer
and
is
no
a cell
one
phone.
Knew.
I think that's called Cellular. It's
I
a
was-
Stephen King book.
I was
Is it?
like
I
4.
think so.
Darn
Fine.
you, Stephen King! He always steals my ideas.
When I was, my parents took me at the time.
Always stealing my ideas.
We didn't have Head Start. We had 4-year-olds.
It's 4-year-old. Gabby, listen, we've had this conversation. You were on the short bus. They started you for a reason. It's
There was
not.
kindergarten, and then there was 4-year-olds because kindergarten
What?
starts at 5. In Idabel, Oklahoma,
That's Oklahoma.
we didn't have pre-K. We had 4-year-olds. Or Head Start, I guess was what
Preseason kids.
Yeah. So my parents put me into school as early as humanly
4
possible.
years.
And I remember me
Gotta
waiting
start him young, honey.
on my parents to show up. So they let us go from school. And my parents owned a Chevette. Shout out to the Chevettes. That's like the Ford Pinto before there was Ford Pintos.
Ethel.
It was like the Chevy
Edsel.
Ford Pinto. It was a hatchback vehicle from the late 70s, early 80s.
Tina knows about
Garbage.
rare cars. She owns a
garbage
Borrego.
vehicle. Hey, I don't need to talk to you about your vehicle. Why is there duct tape on the back?
Oh yeah, I went.
All
Gabby
right.
was heavily making fun of your car.
Hold on. Let's just
It-
I need to address
I
this
haven't
real fast.
fixed it yet.
I need to.
Wait, we pulled up. I'm like, Tina.
No, wait a minute.
We pulled up.
Gabby,
I saw the duct tape.
duct
and
tape.
I said aloud, Tina.
He did.
Wait,
And I went,
wait.
Gabby, duct tape has come through, though. Like, I used to put it on everything.
The silver on the car.
I mean, I understand duct tape can do amazing things for
can.
humanity.
Hold on for
Okay.
1 second.
Tina.
1 second. What Gabi's referring to is that Enrique says Tina, who we dearly love, drives a 2009 Kia Borrego. The reason I know it's 2009 is because I'm pretty sure that was the only year.
They're
It
like,
was.
you know what? Bad idea.
Yes, it was the only year for which the Kia Borrego was ever sold. Correct me if I'm wrong. The Borrego is like Spanish for sheep.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. It was discontinued in the middle of its singular year, 2009. So
Supposed to get a cup.
first off, let me just say this out I just looked this up, had to look this up. I almost said this as a fact, but I had to make
Looking at my
sure.
car.
Nash Bridges
Stop it.
drove that Barracuda. There was only like 1,000 of those suckers.
Yeah.
There are only 22,000 Borregos.
There is a thing about bad cars being low in quantity and therefore being. Do you remember?
Like the Edsel.
Yes.
Yes.
The Edsel, and there was also like a Corvair.
Yes, the Corvair. Beautiful car. Currently,
Not the
Hang on
Borrego.
to that vehicle.
Hey,
It might be worth something someday.
I've already looked
Borrego?
that up
Are
because
you
I knew
saying that my
exactly where
Borrego
you
is
were
not
going.
beautiful?
Can you hold that up to her if she's going to talk?
Are you saying that my Borrego is not beautiful?
Are you ready? No, I love your Borrego because it's Enrique's sister's car. Your Borrego currently has the resale value. Are you ready, Tina?
Let's do it.
$1,200.
Whoa! Slow down.
It's got duct tape on it. So, anyways,
Vegas Showdown.
okay. I'm sorry. I'm hating on your Borrego. I love the Borrego.
Vegas
I don't think
Showdown
you do.
is a polyomino game without the polyominoes. It's just squares and rectangles. And
Yeah.
I
There's no omino.
enjoyed it okay.
Let me just say, Las Vegas Showdown, polyomino
We
kind of
really
bidding.
We need to make this a YouTube video.
It wasn't that great.
No, it wasn't. But
You enjoyed it
I enjoyed piecing all the pieces together, and you have to make sure the doors
because it was
connect.
just circles,
You have to make
the
sure the doors
squares.
connect
the squares.
and the doors open into
There's
other
nothing
buildings.
to piece together.
And you don't just like walk into a wall.
It was literally like a 3-year-old's little puzzle that you'd have a newborn put.
No, it's age.
I'm just saying.
It was fine.
But really, the game I wanted to get to.
But no, I would not. You know what? You're right. I don't want to play it again.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Why did I rate it a 7?
Good
I'll
night.
take that back down.
We did play with Sade, a game I forced you to play.
He totally forced me
because
to
I
play.
wanted one of my friends to play another one of my friends' games and be like, here's a friend's game.
So
Chris Yee.
I enjoyed it.
Chris Yee,
Here, hold on.
the designer of Soda Jerk.
Okay, here, Jerry.
Shout out to Chris Yee. Yeezy.
This is what Jerry has a hard time with.
Yeezy
He
there.
wants you to be involved, but he can't stop talking.
Yeezy there.
So, Sade,
Yeezy.
So the game that I played with y'all, I actually forgot the name of it.
Soda
called
Jerk.
Soda Jerk. He just
Wow. Good way to elicit some
So
interaction.
when you said it earlier, I was like, I don't know if that's what he's talking
Soda
about.
jerk.
So I wanted to make sure. Okay, gosh.
So in this game, Jerry, tell him how it works.
Soda Jerk was made by my friend and cult leader, Chris Yee. He made this game called Soda Jerk. And in Soda Jerk, it is a game where you have various types of sodas at this soda fountain. And you have a hand of cards, varying from like 1 to 3 of the various ingredients, whether they be lemon, blueberry, strawberry, that type of thing. Bananas, and kiwi. And you will play them on your turn. You have one of 2 actions. You can play a card out of your hand face down at any one of the soda fountains. Or you could flip a pre-existing card that has been placed face up. At the end, where somebody only has 3 cards in their hands, you're going to flip all the cards up and see what each type of soda is worth. So either you're playing a card down to a soda fountain to decrease that soda's worth, or you're playing a matching card that will increase its worth. The reason I bring this up is because recently here, a certain Reiner Knizia game just came out that I purchased a long time ago and had a fine time playing with my kids. Botswana, which is a game that kind of teaches that scoring mechanism of multiplication. You take an animal and the cards in your hand, you have that many animals. That's, 2 times 3, that type of thing. Everybody plays Botswana. If you hadn't, it's a decent game. The deal is that Soda Jerk killed that game for me. Soda Jerk killed a Reiner Knizia game for me. That says a lot.
Sade, what did you think about this game?
Well, when we first started it, it took me just a minute to really get into it. But like the second round, I was like, okay, I got this.
Talk about how beautiful the artwork is.
I mean, the fruit looked like fruit.
I love fruit. What's your favorite fruit?
It wasn't like super complex like art. It was really simple.
What's your favorite fruit?
Like abstracty. My favorite fruit? That's a really good question because I don't actually think I have a favorite.
Is
fruit.
avocado a fruit?
No.
Yeah.
Wait.
It's got a nut in the middle.
Mm.
Did you know bananas?
It's an almond joy.
Did you know bananas are a fruit, but strawberries are not?
They're a berry.
So anyway,
Legend.
did you enjoy Soda Jerk?
I did. I did enjoy it. It was good. I actually wish I would have played a third round, but I was busy and I didn't
wish
get to
you
do
too
that.
because we had to DNF that one.
So we had to. It was not like an accurate who won.
Love this game.
Wow.
And it's a simple game. It's a family game. It's a card game. It's an easy game.
We played it with our family.
And the fact that it's such an easy setup, but also you have this hidden information in which you can make revealed information, but that's going to cost you your turn. Am I going to reveal this? What? And it has, I know this is an extreme thing to say. Not extreme. It's not like I'm,
This is very extreme. Say
not a fascist.
Say this quiet part out loud, as they say.
So, you know how
Are you a fascist?
what's the
Why'd you have to say that you're not a fascist?
Because I don't know. I felt like I needed to say like something when I think
When
extreme.
people say they're
when I
not a
say-
racist,
when
they're
I say
typically racist.
extreme, think fascist.
Oh, okay.
So, what is the game that we play that we love where you put a cube out and that means you're investing in it, but at the same time, it takes away from your investment?
The king is dead.
The king is dead.
I like the fact that you gave a very poor description of that, but I still knew what you were talking about.
So, in this game, that is literally what you're doing. And that's what I like about
The
this game.
designer of that is Peter and starts with an S, not Seymour. Go ahead.
Alexander.
No, Peter.
Not
Simons, not Seymour, but it's Sylvester. Peter Sylvester.
Pierre. Not Peter.
Pierre Sylvester.
Together we got there.
And quite frankly, he has none.
Together we got there.
Get that? No Pierce.
So, in this game, it has that the king is dead facet to it where you are taking one of your cards from your hand and possibly investing in something to make it more positive points for you. But when you do that, it's also taking away from what you have in your hand. So when they count up the points, what you have in your hand, the numbers don't matter. If you have a 3 of strawberry, that 3 doesn't mean anything. The strawberries count at the soda fountain. So if the strawberries are worth 5 points apiece, then every card you have in your hand that is of strawberry is worth 5 points apiece, whether or not it is a 3 strawberry, a 2 strawberry, a 1 strawberry. If you have 3 of those, you have 15 points.
Here's what I like about this.
So
I like the fact that I didn't understand the word that you were saying.
I feel like I did that pretty good.
I like the fact that
Kaya gave me 2 thumbs up.
I made a
Thank you, Kaya. You know what, Kaya? You are so much more positive than your father towards me. And last week, your father, I say last week, this is several recordings ago. But he put, did I say courtings? Your father, was touching me a lot, on my knee and my arm and being very positive. And I felt that because he's very rare with affection.
My children know I'm not rare with affection. I like the fact that you compared this to a game that's so heavy. It has absolutely nothing to do with it. And I compared it to a very simple, very basic game. I like the fact that our listeners get it from both ends. You get it from the whatever and then the whoever.
Whether you like it or not.
Whether you like it or not. So here's the thing. I'm not going to give my review of Soda Jerk. No, actually I am. Typically, I don't give reviews of games for instance,
A+.
I didn't give a
10 out of 10.
Well, listen, I didn't give a review of Core Quest, even though I said it was like the quintessential family game, because Dan is a dear friend of mine. I didn't really give much of a review of Mixtape, even though I really like Mixtape. Really like Mixtape. I'm not going to give a. Why? Here's the thing.
Why are you scared? See, that's the thing.
Here's what's no, I'm not scared
because you know these people. You can't give your honest
because
opinion.
Chris Yee is my cult leader and dear friend.
Can I say something?
Go ahead. No, don't say it.
Okay.
Because you will offend people.
Okay.
Because you're a fascist, as we've established. Here's the thing that I'm gonna say the quiet part out loud. I'm an incredibly jealous person, and I'm very jealous that all my dear friends have made wonderful games, and I've made nothing and done nothing with my life except raise wonderful children and have the number one podcast in board gaming. Maybe not the number one, but it's number one to me.
Number one podcast to our listeners.
In Zimbabwe.
Shout out to, let's say, I'm going to name them all. Tyler, Tommy, Logan, Ryan, Lindsay, Eric.
We need to do a thing where we name all of our listeners that we know at the end of every episode, kind of like Patreon supporters. Enrique just reading a list. Johnny.
There's an El Hinbo on our Discord.
Hang in there, El Hinbo.
I don't know who that is, but I know their Discord name. Yeah,
I'm going to join Discord.
Them all by one.
I'm going to join Discord. But hey, on a more important note about our Patreon, I had to do this whole thing and making sure our Patreon was open to everybody that they could comment. And I have been posting more on Patreon. It's free to join. It's just one of those things where I've decided this year as a New Year's resolution, which I don't do New Year's resolutions. I hate those. I just decided that I was just going to make sure that I posted more in the Patreon. And I'm going to test out something, because here's the reason why I post stuff in Patreon.
Mr. Jeeves.
I kind of have a silent agreement with Gabi that anything that goes out on the Board Game Snobs podcast type thing, he approves and I approve, and I don't want to just throw junk out there, It's like Gabi has to make sure. I'm not firing up the microphone and talking into it and posting crap.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Because
I take that very seriously.
Exactly.
There was a podcast we did, not just one. There have been several podcasts that we produce, and for whatever reason, I find them subpar. They do not exist anymore.
Exactly. So I don't just fire up a microphone and go, "Hey, Gabi, post this. I recorded this." Gabi has to approve of it and make sure it's legit. But on the Patreon, that's kind of like the Wild West. I can post whatever I want. So I'm thinking about doing some videos.
Even though those are the people that
tasteful videos.
Those are the people that actually put forth the extra
kind of like
effort.
a little OnlyFans.
I feel like they should be like an elevated level.
They are. They're getting behind the scenes look at what Jerry thinks.
Okay.
They're getting unhinged, Jerry.
Yeah.
So, for instance,
really dangerous.
Adult Swim.
There was an episode.
Remember Cartoon Network?
There was an episode a month ago. Where we were in a rush because pickleball was upon us.
Did you delete that episode?
Here's the problem. I wanted to talk in depth about Distilled because we all liked it. We literally just rushed, cracked a few jokes, said we like Distilled, and we're done. And it was subpar, and also my microphone. Okay, that's what reminds me. I speak too loudly.
You do. Speak very loudly.
My microphone was overmodulated.
My goodness, how do you live with yourself?
And it just kind of ruined the podcast for me, so I deleted it.
Okay. I don't like when you do that, but I understand when you need to.
The content was subpar.
But I'll allow you to be the one that says the content's subpar.
As the editor-in-chief who has edited this podcast for the last 9 years, I know what I know. I hear what I hear.
9! More fascism. Go ahead. Cut that.
You should have seen, what was it you did a minute ago? And you're like, yeah, she's this tall with your right hand. That was weird.
Hey.
Anyway, I don't know. All right, that's probably a good place to stop this.
No, keep going. Tell me more about it.
Let's keep going. So here's the thing. Pickleball, I think, is my new board gaming. I'm just going to say that.
You like pickleball that much? You don't really. Here's the thing. Here's the thing that I have to say about
I said here's the thing. You can't here's the thing after
I'm about to here's the thing.
Here's the thing first.
You
can't here's the thing after I here's the thing.
I'm not, and I want you to understand. I'm not saying this to be confrontational or to be mean or to be anything. This is simply an observation.
About me?
About you.
Okay, go ahead.
Be in a safe space. Are you in a safe space?
I am.
You are not as committed to board gaming as you used to be. You're more committed to other things. And I will say that I am very glad that you are committed to coming weekly to pickleball because, one, it's good for your health because you're exercising. And I need to make sure that you are exercising because if you die, I'm going to have somebody else edit this podcast because I'm not doing it. I feel like it's beneath me, and plus, I just don't have time for it. I have my children. I spend time with my children.
It's an art form.
It is an art form, and here's the thing.
Y'all don't know.
You've ruined me on other editors.
Y'all don't know.
Because I could not be with another editor. If you die, I'm done. I'll judge every editor.
I have edited so precisely and delicately.
The things that I have said on this podcast that you have edited out amaze me. The way that you make me sound so smooth and articulate. That when people meet me in real life, they're bumfuzzled because it's like, you're not who we hear. I was like, I know, because I stutter and I have Tourette's. You have to cut every third word of mine. You have to cut out because I curse so often. So yeah, and that's fine. So if something ever happens to you as editor, I don't know what I'll ever do. So that's why I have to make sure that you're exercising and that you're eating your vegetables.
In editing, you have to acquire a taste of a vibe.
And I have a vibe.
And when I don't feel that vibe in editing,
I'm deeply vibed.
That episode will not see the light of day.
Exactly.
So the other day when I was talking to a friend of mine who thought his hair was thinning on the the crown of his head, I told him, I said, Jerry uses minoxidil and Rogaine and all those things.
Thanks for outing me.
Also, but it's good for not only your hair, but also if you use that stuff, it's the warnings on it are don't let it drip onto your nose or else your nose will start growing hair.
So
even though it has to be very regular.
It does have to be rare. All it does is lock it into stages.
But it was originally done as a blood pressure medicine.
Correct. So minoxidil was a blood pressure medicine.
And Jerry were at a BGG. Jerry did not have his blood pressure medicine. He sent me out to get Rogaine for him.
Okay, so long story short is that, yes, I was taking a blood pressure medicine back when I had a tumor where I almost beat cancer, but found out I didn't have cancer. I just lost a...
I'm wearing pink just for you.
That's for breast cancer.
That I started...
Oh, my bad, Jerry.
It's all the same to me.
I stood up for the wrong one.
You stand up for anyone.
I stand up for all of them.
All the cancers. But yeah, I was using minoxidil because my hair started falling.
What about a social cancer?
And I went to my physician and said, "Hey, my hair's falling out because of this blood pressure medication." He says, "Well, you're of the age." I'm like, No. I'm not going bald. And he just kind of looked at me like, "What do you want me to do?" I was like, "I'm going to start using some Rogaine or something. I'm not losing my hair because I wouldn't look good bald. And so I'm going to keep my hair." And he kind of laughed at me. The problem is that people don't realize you have to use Rogaine early and regularly, and it actually causes your hair to fall out at
early,
first.
Often and vigorously.
It causes your hair to fall out, and it takes 6 months for it to begin to work. But once you start it, you're stuck using it. And so now, even though I don't have any tumors and I'm healed completely, I still use Rogaine or minoxidil. Because it does lower your blood pressure.
I wish I had, I thought it was a scam. I thought it was snake oil when I was a young man.
No, it's not.
It's just,
but you just have to use it correctly.
I'm not just a user. What does he say?
I don't know.
I'm not a member. I'm not just the president. I'm a member.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That guy. So when I was
You're
young
going
man,
to like it. I guarantee you.
Before I lost my hair,
mask,
I wasn't concerned about it. But if I had known it actually worked, I would have done it because I miss my hair.
Yeah, you're. It's not that you look bad bald; it's that you look so much better with hair.
Well, I mean, it takes away from your. Yeah, it takes away from it.
You don't have options.
Yeah,
you can't part your hair.
I can't style my hair a certain way.
It does take away the fact that you don't have to worry about your hair.
Even though you style your hair the exact same all the time, you should do different things. No, I want you to do a spike.
But strangely enough, I've done different things with my hair.
But
since I've met you,
what have you done?
You just sent me a picture of myself where my hair was obviously quite different.
When I was a young man, I used to spike my hair because that's how Arnold wore his hair in the Terminator 2.
That's the 90s. I ain't spiking my hair.
It was very spiked.
Getting those
I say bring it back.
Blonde tips.
We're going to bring it back.
No, it ain't coming back.
We're bringing it back. Everything comes back.
Nothing comes back.
Everything comes back.
And though Arnold said, "I'll be back," he didn't come back. He went into the molten lava and died. It's time for pickleball.
No, it's okay. Here's another thing.
Finish your thought.
I don't want to reference pickleball every podcast.
Well, don't.
But you just did.
Oh, so you want me to stop? I'll stop.
Because
I'll never say pickleball on this channel again. Done.
Okay, so until next time.
I also don't want you to say the following.
Until next time, I'm Gabby. Bye-bye.
Thank you for tolerating this episode of the Board Game Snobs. Stay classy.
Nemesis, Retaliation.
Nemesis.
Is about where you retaliate against your nemesis, and your nemesis happens to be these aliens. And it's very much different from the previous two, because in this one, you're actually shooting aliens a lot. I shot a lot of aliens. And it's kind of like this little hand management game where you have your deck of cards. Cards tell you what you do. You play a few of them on your turn. You move around this base. You hope you don't die of suffocation or disease or things of that nature. It's bad. It's bad. And then, sometimes, during which you die. But you have your own secret little objectives. This game can be semi-co-op or co-op. Sometimes you're a traitor. Sometimes you're doing your own little minor thing. There's alien infections, and you're trying to get off the place, and sometimes things blow up. It's great. It's really great. I enjoyed it a lot. Are you upset because you don't remember it clearly? Is that why you like to do the reviews right after you play them? How about you talking to the mic? Try that again.
And I hadn't even had a drink. So, yes, it does help me to be fresh because my mind is horrendous. But also, the feeling is also more fresh. The feeling I remember in this one...
Hooked on a feeling.
Is nothing. This is my problem. It's nothing. I enjoyed it tremendously in play.
Your feeling are nothing?
It was nothing in comparison to Lockdown.
You liked it better than Lockdown?
No.
You like Lockdown better than this?
I loved Lockdown.
I don't think you remember it.
No, I remember Lockdown clearly. It's one of the best gaming experiences of my life.
Well, then we're going to have to play Lockdown again.
I remember Enrique dying, me and you racing to the exit. We both got to the elevator, but somehow I got in the elevator and you didn't able to get in there. I mean, it was just absolutely exciting. Now, I'm not saying every game of Lockdown would be like that, but this one just happened to be. What I am comparing it to, I think this game, Lockdown, was more like scary. And it was like more of a race. This one felt, basically, Retaliation to Lockdown feels like Aliens to Alien.
I think that's exactly what the designer said it would be.
Well, mission succeeded. But it's when I shoot the aliens that are in the corridor, it was like, boom, like I blew them all up with like a die roll. It wasn't hard.
May I ask which movie you prefer more, Alien or Aliens?
Movie-wise, I preferred Aliens.
But your experience, you like
Gameplay-wise, I like Lockdown.
See, I like Alien. I like Alien. Either way, your description of both of those are correct. I don't recall Lockdown enough to be able to pass judgment on which one I like the best. So just isolating those out, one, I'll learn Lockdown again, and we can play it again. And
I just remember being scared when the Queen showed up in Lockdown. This time it didn't scare me.
Well, it killed Bubba.
Because we ran away from her.
The Queen killed Bubba. It wasn't up in your face.
She was in my face, but I had my power was I could run away.
Yeah, so maybe that's what you're afraid.
But also, just like shooting the ones in the corridors seemed overly easy, even though we still barely escaped the game.
Yeah,
I don't know. It was fun. I just didn't have quite as much fun. I would play them both again in a heartbeat, but I would prefer to play Lockdown.
We need to play Lockdown again just so we can pass judgment on it. I will say that from my remembering of Lockdown, and I won't make this official until I play it again, but I really enjoyed Retaliation. I would even go out on a limb to say it's probably my favorite of the Nemesis games. But instead of just going that route, I'll just say that Nemesis was a great game. I really enjoyed it. It was, I did watch a lot of videos on it, and then I read the rule book. Thank goodness Tim Bowers taught me this game. And although there were some hang-ups with mistakes that Tim made during our first playthrough that really didn't affect our game that much, it did help me to kind of get the flow of the game down. And so it was very easy for me to glance at the rulebook. The rulebook it's a typical Nemesis rulebook. It is hard. I mean, there's little bitty ifs and buts and this and that you got to remember to do that makes it difficult. But yeah, overall, the game itself, once you have it down, you've got it down, and you can kind of just set it up and blow through it. I really enjoyed it. I mean, it's probably my favorite game of 2025.
It was fun, and even when...
It was a lot of fun.
Like, it wasn't the Queen, but whatever the other alien called that shows up in rooms.
The Queen.
Adult.
There's an adult, there's a drone. Talking about drones.
I think the adult showed up, and
Not a
like
minor.
the way we played it, I could have rolled a die, and I only needed to get a 5, or I needed a 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't. I mean, I did because it's a die. It doesn't really matter. But thematically, like the adult showed up because I was scared, because you can either play 2 cards in the game and go along the
This is
corridors,
Chris Hansen.
go along quietly, or you can just play 1 card and make noise, and then an adult can just pop in on you and cause damage. But if you go quietly into the room, not the night, but the room, then it won't just pop in on you and cause damage.
Right.
Well, this time I did move quietly. It popped in, and I needed to attack it with a 4, and I did not. But like, it was like I was scared in the game, but like the die just fell out of my hand accidentally. Instead of me doing like Enrique and shaking it for 5 minutes and then releasing it as I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
So thematically in my mind, it was like, I was fumbling for the gun and it just shot off and I missed.
Yeah.
So that's what I do in these games in your brain. And I assume that's what most people do that can visualize things in their mind like you can't.
I can't visualize this.
So to me, that's
I have
fun.
a hard time visualizing you.
I like making up that movie in my mind in these games.
Mm-hmm.
I just had more fun making that movie with Lockdown.
Okay. I'll give you that. We'll play Lockdown again.
And now the clip from the Distilled episode. I say clip. It's about, I think, 18 minutes is what I got ish. Enjoy.
And go.
This is going to be a quickie because we got to hurry.
30 minutes. We have to engage
Max.
30 minutes max.
You're going to have the most intense content delivery method ever.
We have many things to discuss, but one of them is going to be Distilled.
Distilled. First off, number 1, that's on BGA. I want to play it on BGA just so that I can have a better sense of its mechanisms.
I'm here. Jerry's here. Enrique's here. We're all 3 here.
We all played Distilled.
Yes.
Did you know?
Oh, we're doing Did You Knows?
Yeah. We're going to be very to the point,
Okay.
Okay.
but not with
Feels
Distilled.
rushed.
No, it's fine.
No, it's not rushed.
Feels
It's
rushed.
perfectly relaxed, as if I had my legs crossed. At the age of 52, Rolling Stones bassist or bassist? I don't know if he played a fish or played like
It's a bassist.
bassist.
That's the basis, and the basis that I have for this is that. Go ahead.
Okay, that's very base of you. Bill,
Stevie Wonder has great bass lines.
at the age
in
of
his songs.
52, Rolling Stones bassist Bill Wyman married 18-year-old Mandy Smith.
How old was he?
52.
Woo!
But they divorced after about 2 years. At that time, Bill's son, Stephen, who was 30 years old, married Mandy's mother, his ex-18-year-old wife's mother,
What?
who was 46 years old. As a result, Bill became the father-in-law of his ex-mother-in-law, as well as the step-grandfather of his former wife.
Okay.
No, why? This is not fun facts.
See?
This might well
Did I say fun fact?
This should
Maybe
be
I did.
disturbing facts.
Exactly. That was
Yeah.
my point several episodes ago.
Okay.
Now listen,
Okay.
I'm not shaming anybody if there's a great distance in
A May
there-
December. That's a May December romance.
That's a difference, though. That's a big difference.
Did you know
I didn't.
in 1929? Easy with your foot.
I'll do what I want
You're
to.
about to yank off
He's
our
all right.
recording device,
No.
my
it's
whiskey,
good.
and
It's good.
everything.
It's good.
Like an alpha.
I thought, isn't there? What's the thing that's more than alpha?
Sigma.
Omega.
Sigma. So
No,
do you cower to sigmas?
No, it's different types of male. I'm Sigma.
Now you're Sigma.
I'm humble enough to say
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't be like I'm a Sigma male.
In 1929, a Berlin doctor and his lover fled to remote Floriana
And
in
his
the
lover.
Galapagos to build a utopia, only to be joined by a German family and a flamboyant baroness with 2 lovers. Within 2 years, the baroness vanished without a trace. One lover was later found mummified on another island, and the doctor died after eating tainted chicken, leaving a mystery that still isn't solved.
Well, okay, wait a second. Just back up for one moment. Number 1, where are you getting these facts? These are supposed to be fun, and this is insanity.
Facts weird.
Okay,
Okay. Well, there's
first
your
off, baroness and death by chicken.
Flamboyant
strips.
baroness with
Why
2
do
lovers.
they say flamboyant? Who's to judge what's flamboyant? and not?
Yeah, what is a flamboyant baroness?
A baroness.
Wouldn't a baroness, by just
it's a
general
land baron
definition,
that's
be
a woman.
flamboyant?
No, you can be low key. Did you watch Monte Cristo? He was a count, but a baron is below a count, I believe.
But this is a baroness, so I'm assuming it's a female.
Yeah, so it's a woman. That doesn't mean she's flamboyant. Are all princesses flamboyant?
What does a flamboyant mean?
Flamboyant's like very flashy, very
Sparkling.
je ne sais quoi. They
Well,
have
maybe
that.
just the fact that she had 2 lovers was
If
flashy.
having 2 lovers makes you flamboyant, I don't think that's the case.
But she disappeared. One
Wait,
lover was dead, and the other, and the doctor died after
One
eating
got
tainted
mummified.
chicken. How do you get mummified on an island?
Formaldehyde. Oh, well, there's other. What did the Egyptians use?
She got stuck on volcano ash.
The Egyptians use volcano. Yeah, they use various other things for mummifying people.
Does Kaya
Why
know?
would you want to mummify somebody? What would be the point of that? Like, there's people talking about taxiderming people, like having that
No, just make me ashes.
make you ashes. Enrique, would you rather be cremated or buried or mummified?
Buried.
Where?
Just anywhere. To be
Alive?
Alive?
So you want all your body to be intact.
Would
Yeah,
you donate organs? You have no organs that anybody would ever want.
Yeah, like
I want his
have one
kidney.
kidney.
It's good luck.
Well, technically 2 kidneys.
I would pickle you.
You got to be kidding
I would
me.
pickle your U-shaped kidney. Keep it in a jar.
That maybe you shouldn't say it like that, but okay.
But it's a good luck kidney. It's a
Give it some
horseshoe.
fava beans.
Ew.
Silence
What
of the
about kidney
Lambs.
beans?
That's fava beans. That's Silence of the Lambs. Did you not get that
I
reference?
get it.
Then
I
why
know.
are you
The
killing? Why are
Chianti.
you stepping on my joke?
Kidney
Look
auntie.
up stepping on my joke. Chianti. Sorry, that was a good one.
I bet Enrique has a good heart.
No.
No?
What joke was that? Which video game was this? All right, if you're a retro video gamer, there was a line, one of my favorite not point and click, I guess it was, one of the best video games made of all times. I believe it was a Lucas Arts game. I'm not mistaken. But there was a line in it where a guy says, talking about very serious matters and this guy being very jovial, and he says, I have the heart of a 10-year-old boy. He says, I keep it in a jar on my desk. That to me was the funniest line for some reason.
That's got to be like Frankenstein related.
Well, you're getting very close. If you know what that is, send me an email, boardgamesnobs@gmail.com.
The Mod Squad.
You don't even know what I'm talking about. You're just naming names that don't matter.
I can name stuff.
You've literally named
Chicken Little.
You've named nothing. It's a video game.
Video game. You don't think there's a Chicken Little video game?
I doubt it.
Pole Position.
No. Pole Position was good, though.
Pole Position was fantastic.
Fantastic.
First game of the video steering wheel ever played.
It's cool. Did you have the Nintendo glove? Were you cool enough to have the
I
glove?
wasn't cool enough. Yes. Rich enough. No.
No, I didn't either. I never got the glove.
That was a rich man's game.
That was a rich man's game. I would desperately want
And also,
one.
it was severely flawed,
It was.
and I would have just been enraged.
I did have the Game Genie that did the cheat code things. You
Mhm.
remember that?
Mhm.
I was also a subscriber to Nintendo Power and got the magazine and got all the. I remember when
I spent my magazine money on Archie comic.
I didn't do Archie comics. I did Sonic the Hedgehog for a little bit and Jurassic Park comics when they came out and a little bit of Alien stuff. But they sent Nintendo sent me a VHS tape to announce the N64, and that was fascinating. I don't know whatever
Wish you still
happened.
had
to that. I wish I still had. It was amazing. I remember watching the Mario Super 4 on VHS and thinking this is going to be the greatest thing ever.
What was the big game on 64 that was Mario?
Oh, it was the original Mario 64. That was the first thing they brought out was Mario.
I
N64.
may have missed that one. Because
No,
all I played
It was
on
the first 3D one.
60. Oh, all I played on 64 was GoldenEye.
Well, what overthrew it was that
And-
when Mario came out, they announced GoldenEye. It was one of the ones they featured, and GoldenEye blew everybody away. The absolute worst controls on any game.
And 1080.
Oh, yeah, 1080 was amazing.
That was all.
What's his name? White? Sean White?
We had this discussion.
Love that guy. Tony Hawk?
Why can't you remember Sean?
Tony Hawk?
I was never into the skateboarding.
I'm
ones.
not a skateboarder, but I loved Tony Hawk.
I just didn't get
There was
it.
something
I
amazing
prefer
about Tony.
snow over concrete.
I did too, but man, that Tony Hawk's, the game was better. Tony Hawk's games slapped, man. I don't know what the deal was. Everybody had a Tony Hawk game. It's just like certain genres.
Was 64 when Mario Kart came out?
No, Mario Kart was Super Nintendo, but then it came out on N64. Like the OG people remember the Super Nintendo Mario Kart because it was killer.
Mm-hmm.
That's also where they kind of dropped Star Fox.
Mm-hmm.
Star Fox came out.
Barrel.
And Star Fox came out on 64 and had the Rumble Pack, which was insane. which was amazing. And then here comes the Mario 64 kart. That was, yeah.
Why couldn't they have Star Wars have made Star Fox, but with Star Wars and have a good game?
They did make a great Star Wars game for N64. They did Star Wars Rogue Squadron that had the little 8-bit pack that would up your RAM that you could stick in your 64 to clear up the graphics. And it was amazing. I love that
Never
game.
played it.
Rogue Squadron. Another great comic book, by the way. And the one Star Wars movie that I was really looking forward to that they canceled was the Rogue Squadron. I would love to see the guy who made Top Gun Maverick.
I'm thinking Rogue One. I'm like, they made it. Okay, you're talking Rogue Squadron.
Yeah, you don't know.
What's the one they're making with Ryan Gander?
Not Seacrest. Ryan, what's his face?
Gosling. My bad.
It's something different. It's going to be sexy.
He's always sexy.
I don't know one thing he's in that he's not sexy.
Even when they try to make him ugly.
I'm not ready for a sexy Star Wars.
It's already happened.
No, it hasn't.
Did you not look at Anakin and
Padme,
Obi-Wan when they were flying around together in their jet cars and
like Miami Vice?
Yes.
Yeah. They were going for that vibe.
It was awesome.
They was going for that vibe. They didn't do it. Didn't do it. Anyways, let's talk about Distilled. Rike, you played Distilled.
Let's get it down.
Distilled, yeah.
And you enjoyed it?
I very much enjoyed it.
Thank you for your comments.
I love comments.
I actually was kind of overwhelmed by Distilled when I first looked at it, the box, everything about it. And I pawned it off on Gabi, saying, Gabi, here, take this over. You do your thing. Somebody taught you how to play it, and you had to complain about it, which always makes me hesitate when Gabi complains about something, which is why I'm always hesitating, because Gabi's always complaining about something.
I'm not. A new year, new me. I'm no longer going to complain.
But he did complain about this was a issue where you can just distill one thing at a time, and he didn't like that.
Yeah.
So I kind of had that in the back of my head when I played this game, and that was not a complaint that I would have ever had. I actually really enjoyed this game. I like the card play. I like the little mechanic that you have of mixing up your cards and just getting rid of some, and it's this blind shuffle type thing to see what you make.
You rid of the top card and the body card, which is supposed to be symbolic of when they actually do this thing.
Yeah.
Like you have to get rid of the poisonous stuff that's at the top and bottom of the barrel or something.
I really liked it. I thought this game hit well with me. I enjoyed it, and so much so that I thought at the time when we were done with it, I could have played it again immediately.
I've had this game for several years, and just the rules, just the book, and even Jerry looked at it, and it just all seemed very overwhelming. And even when I tried to watch the how to play videos, something just didn't click. But then we went to Dice Tower Retreat, and the guy taught it, and I was like, oh, this is not that hard. And then I basically remembered most of it coming back, and then after watching the videos, after having played it, I then was able to somewhat teach it to Jerry. Jerry, there was a few things that you didn't quite grasp. And it's just like, once you distill your first one,
you're ready to roll.
You've got it figured out. That's the game. Go.
I liked it. I really did.
I heard, maybe it was Jeff Arthur, one of our listeners. He's like, make it one more round.
I feel like I agree with that. Like the game feels like there's not a lot of player interaction. It's more of like your typical Euro type game where you're competing for some accomplishments and stuff of that nature, and you're kind of working. Again, it suffers from the same thing that I don't like in games where there's these victory point things that come out, the goals, the nebulous little things out here. Well, you if you get 5 of this or whatever, those always get me. I don't really like those a lot.
There's
didn't bother me that much.
Oh,
those
there were
ones.
two different end game.
Yeah, you have your own cards, and then you have the other end games. There's things,
and then there's like the Terraforming Mars things, where it's like the achievements or milestones you reach that can happen in game, and you just have to be like the first to declare it.
Yeah,
but if two people happen to declare it at the same time, you just split it. And there was a point I was like, I knew I could get them. But because I was teaching the game, I was like, let me make sure that Jerry and Enrique know I can get these right now. And I think you could have gotten one of them, but for whatever reason, you chose not to. Yeah. And I just said, okay, well, then so that was like an immediate, like 14 points from me.
Yeah, I like games where that doesn't occur, where it's just you're doing your thing, I'm doing my thing. We're trying to see who does it the most efficient. And at the end, it kind of just goes, here's the victory points because you did your thing so much better. The other thing that gets me on games such as this is there is like the paths to victory in this game. The paths to victory are pretty much, there's not a lot of variety.
No, you need to get some distilling done.
Yeah, you're going to distill, but it's just,
age them.
Yeah, it's what you're going to, are you going to commit to trying to age stuff early on? It's that's the binary decision you're trying to make.
And the fun part to me is to make sure you get some of the harder stuff you need. You need to have a buttload of this type of sugar to make sure you don't discard it come the distill phase time. Because if you discard it, then all you can do is end up making moonshine when you really needed to make this other thing, your whiskey or whatever. So
I like that deck building aspect of it.
Yeah.
That mechanic, here's a deck of cards that you have pre-made, you shuffle and discard stuff. This is, you didn't play Leaving Earth. I think I mailed that to Soul Train. Leaving Earth was a rocket game where whenever you would buy parts for your rocket, it would give you a very small deck of cards, like 3 or 4 or 5 cards in it. And inside those cards, there may be a failure card in it. And the way that you tested it was you test fire your rocket and you could shuffle the deck, flip out a card, and would see if it succeeded. Well, you did that enough times to test to see if you would ever filter out a failure card, and you could get rid of cards doing it that way. Because if you didn't test your rocket, you went up into space, shuffled your cards, and you may flip out a failure that was in there that you didn't know existed. I like that mechanism of shuffling things. Here's this deck that you've built with stuff that you know that's in it. You're going to discard so many cards, and then this is what you're going to produce. That does give a sense of randomness, which is not great in a Euro game. But it does give you pause, and it's something that you can mitigate, and it is very exciting. I did have one of my batches go. It did go. One of my batches went bad. Didn't get what I wanted out of it because of that draw. But you can mitigate that, and that's what I like. I like when there's randomness that can be mitigated, and you're going, okay, here's you're pretty confident in what you got going on.
Dave Beck is the designer, also the designer of Luthier.
Enrique played Luthier, which I would not touch with a 10-foot pole because of the artwork and everything about it.
Was it that
violin-looking game?
Yeah. I actually very much enjoyed that game. You know what? If I would have to say anything, it's almost kind of like Distilled.
Really?
In a way, now that I think about it.
Well, Luthier was about making music, wasn't it? Making music.
It was not making music.
Making instruments, I thought.
It was still looked complicated.
Craft.
It looked like a lot, but once you learn how to play it, it's not that bad.
Craft musical instruments for patrons.
It just looks a lot.
So this guy's that's basically his jam, is making things, whether it be instruments or alcohol. That's not a bad theme to keep.
Because either you can start making instruments or you can start making music. And I think there's like a lot of...
I don't know, like the Distilled has a solo variant to it.
Wouldn't play it.
It didn't look interesting to me.
I'll tell you a game that's about making something that I've had for a long time that we need to check off of the bucket list.
I'm ready. I'm ready to check some stuff off.
Kanban.
Kanban? What's Kanban?
Vital Lacerda, probably one of the most complicated guys.
Yep, but these are 2 of his originals.
Okay.
I have Kanban. I've got Vinos.
I'd rather play Vinos.
Nah, I think you'd rather play Kanban.
Okay, I'll let you decide.
No, you'd rather play
best.
Vinos.